Sauna. Welcome to In the Sauna with Dr. Kasey and Payton Lewis.
Alright guys, welcome back to another In the Sauna Talk. It's Sauna Talk Sunday. Today we're going to be talking about social media because it's a big part of our lives, whether you like it or not. Social media has many platforms with marketing, branding. You can make money with social media. The phone is basically the modern day TV. There's Instagram TV, there's Facebook TV, there's YouTube TV. And then there's the old man TV, which is the original TV, you know.
What I grew up on.
What he grew up on.
Yeah.
See, Gary V, if you guys don't know who that is, and you want to expand your social media knowledge, I would suggest listening to Gary V. Yeah, Gary V was the first person to sell wine online. I have recently took over his company, and social media marketing, stuff like that. Just because he doesn't understand how social media is, how it works.
Affirmative.
A lot of people don't understand how social media works, especially the older generation like him that are against social media and they don't think that social media benefits your business. But in this day and age, whether you like it or not, it most definitely benefits your business because social media is basically what our world is coming to. Just like how back in the day when the radio was present, everybody listened to the radio, and he can contest to that.
Well, I mean, I didn't listen to the radio because I was an outdoor kid. But back to the social media in my business, how many thousands of people now have seen my face just from the 1 minute little blips that I've been doing in the office that you forced me to do?
I think like 10,000 people have seen like the videos we've been doing. I've been doing this social media on Instagram and Facebook for like 3-4 weeks now.
Yeah.
And his presence on social media I've gained him like 50 followers. And his presence on social media is a lot greater, and it's going to drive more business just in a mile radius to him, which is what we want.
So we'll report on that in a month or so, right? Because we'll know more numbers.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on those few people that said they want to come in to actually come in. But like Gary Vee said, it's all about content.
I guess in my world, that dealing with healthcare, when I first started, I was up against a major conglomerate called the pharmaceutical industry, and that it was okay just to take a pill, a potion, or a notion for your ailments, and a lot of people didn't take the time to really understand what they were taking and what the effects of that they were taking were on their body. In other words, we used to always say in our profession that we wish that when people took a pill, they just died right then and there for 5 minutes. They couldn't get up and go play and do what they want to do, but they had to just lay there for 5 minutes, and then they could go on with life. Instead of having that pill, potion, or notion have a result on their life down the road. And now today, I'm told I'm a 5-star. And I'm like, what's a 5-star? These are all people that have sought me out by going to the web and getting on Google or whatever.
Your 5-star rating.
Yeah, whatever it is that they go look at. And that's how they come in to see me. But I will say this, that of all the years, the first 20 years, because I've been doing this for 28 years now, the first 20 years, I spoke at every opportunity that I could speak at. I was on the radio all the time. I was speaking at various engagements. I was doing spinal screenings. I was doing spinal classes.
So your way of getting the message out back before there was a social media presence was by radio, just like I said earlier.
Or by just being in front of people.
In front of people.
In front of people.
And now it's basically, you can separate yourself from everybody and they can still see who you are.
Yeah, now you're putting me in front of people that I wouldn't know how to get in front of. And yeah, I could get on there and I could do an hour-long talk, but I just don't think their attention is just an hour is way too long. So that's why we've been doing those 1 minute little quick snippets. And they seem to be working, and I've got thousands of those in my head, thousands upon thousands. Because, I've seen so many different cases and so many different scenarios that I have all these little tidbit memories of how those people were helped through, care. So that's a huge thing about social media that I'm really becoming aware of myself, and that you're now making me aware of that. And so now my brain's going on how I'm going to continue to blossom this and create this vehicle, you might say.
Yeah, so back in the day, you'd have to pay for your radio time, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, a lot of the things, like if I went and did a spinal screening, I would do it at a show somewhere, and it would cost me, whatever, $400 to have a booth at that show for 3 days. And then I'd have to be there for, 8-10 hours a day. So it's 30 hours of my time on a weekend that I really did not want to spend away from my family. And now with social media,
you can spend. I spend probably $60, and that ad runs for 6 to 7 days, and he's not doing anything. He's not having to go set up a booth, and he gets in front of people, just the same amount of people that he would get in front of at a screening. Going to like a show or whatever. He gets in front of the same amount of people. And the ones, just like the screening, the ones that are interested will watch longer. The ones that are not very interested, they'll watch for 10 seconds. Right. But he's still paying, you said $400 for 3 days. You're paying, $30 for 5 days. And you're getting in front of about the same amount of people.
Well, yeah, actually way more, because...
Or more, yeah.
I mean, we've gotten way over 10,000 people that have looked at these videos. For me to see 10,000 people back in the day, I'd have to do a talk at least every day for 6 months to get in front of those many people. And I'd have to talk for 30 minutes to an hour. And not even including the legwork that I had to do just to get it set up. And then a lot of times I had to stroke that check just so that I could have a presence there, to have my sign, to have my booth, whatever. I used to go to the mall when I first